There we go. So, Anne, you were telling me off camera here that you originally came in for peripheral neuropathy, and you were saying it brought you to a complete halt. Well, let's hear it in your words. What was your neuropathy like?
It was the worst pain I have ever experienced. There was no relief whatever. Drugs gave no relief. I couldn't sleep at night because I could not bear any pressure on my feet or legs. I couldn't stand long enough to perform the simplest task in the kitchen. I had a desperately ill husband, and I was almost completely immobilized and unable to care for him. And I'd been down the traditional route, and really I had gotten no hope or help whatsoever. And I had never answered an ad for medical services in my whole life. But I tore yours out, and I decided to act on it because there was nowhere else to go. And I could barely get from my car into this building. I had 2 accidents before I visited this clinic because I had no feeling whatever in my legs and feet.
Yeah.
But that didn't mean I did not have to drive for essential task.
Yes.
To pick up medicine and to buy food. And I was in a very desperate situation.
And so you picked up this ad, you tore it out, you said, I'm going to call. You called. We said, yes, I think you'll do good in the program. You did the program, and so how are things now? I haven't seen you since 8 months ago or so. How have things been?
I have a bit of tingling in the ball of my left foot, and occasionally I get little electric shocks in my big toe, which is nothing. I have followed up with the home therapy. I do the infrared and water treatment every day.
Yes.
And it works. I have a very busy life, very stress-filled life, but
I remember that.
I can get with the job I need to do.
Very good. And with this neuropathy, what % improvement were you just saying you were feeling those that neuropathy is?
Well, starting with the condition I was in when I arrived,
Yeah.
and contrasting it to my current state, I would say 97%. It's like a gift from God, and I am so grateful that you had the tools to help me.
And I'll tell you what, I'm so grateful you had the, I suppose, vision and maybe even the gumption or the willingness to reach out and call, because you said I had never answered a medical advertisement before, and so I'm glad we were able to reach you. And I suppose it was being so desperate, you're like, well, there's nothing else out there, maybe I'll see what this guy's got to offer.
That's exactly how I felt.
Would you say you were skeptical when you picked up the phone or before you picked up the phone?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I'd only dealt with one chiropractor my entire life, and that was for unrelated matters.
So what would you say to the skeptic who might be watching this right now? Someone skeptical looking at this video, I don't know about this place. What would Anne have to say?
I'd say give it a chance. Give yourself a chance. And follow the program.
Yeah.
And if it worked for me, and I really didn't believe anything could work, it can work for other people.
It's great advice. Thanks so much for sharing.
You're more than welcome.